How's it going? Today I'm here with my WWE Greatest Royal Rumble predictions. Of course, the Greatest Royal Rumble takes place exclusively live on the WWE Network tomorrow morning at 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific, and overall going to the Greatest Royal Rumble. I gotta say, I'm kind of iffy on the show. Like, I'm excited for it because it's different, and, you know, I always enjoy these different type of shows. But at the same time, this show is pretty much a glorified house show. It's being aired on the network, so there's really not much to it besides that. I know they're trying to make the show seem like a big deal and everything, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm excited, but I'm not. I have very mixed feelings going to the show. The card itself isn't bad. It actually is a pretty damn good, strong card. But like I said, the feelings going into it, I don't know about this show. I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's pay-per-view next weekend, or the fact that we're pretty fresh after WrestleMania still. It's like, what, 2-3 weeks after WrestleMania, and they're doing another show. I don't know. They're trying to make the show a big deal, but they just had a big show, so it's kind of hard to make back-to-back shows a big deal. I don't know. Just my emotions and feelings going to the Greatest Royal Rumble are just iffy, and I just don't really know how to feel, honestly. So, yeah, like I said, the card itself is very good, I feel like. We do have 10 matches on the card. We do have a 1-hour kickoff show, 1 hour prior to the show, which starts at 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific, so I'd highly doubt anyone's going to tune in the kickoff show because people are barely tuning in the show to begin with because, you know, the fact that it takes place at such an inconvenient time to everyone. I know, you know, most pay-per-views air at, like, you know, 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, it's all different in different time zones, but I don't know. I feel like for the show, no matter where you're at, it's airing at an inconvenient time, so that's just how I feel. But we do have a kickoff show, nothing announced for it, so I don't think anyone's going to be tuning in. 10 matches on the actual card itself. Of course, we'll be having the Cruiserweight Championship being defended. Cedric Alexander taking on Kalisto. That should be a good match itself. The Raw Tag Team titles being determined. The Bálor taking on WOKEN, Matt Hardy, and Bray Wyatt. That should be a fun match right there. Honestly, that should have been the WrestleMania match right there for the Tag Team titles, but what do I know? Speaking of Tag Team titles, the Bludgeon Brothers defending their SmackDown Tag Team title against the Usos, which should be a really good match right there. You know, they've always had good matches, you know, going back to their feud in 2013, or 2014. Yeah, 2014, sorry, where they had those handful of great pay-per-view matches, so that's definitely one to look forward to. For the first time in 8 years, we'll be having John Cena taking on Triple H, which that's the definition of a random match thrown together, if you ask me. There's nothing behind that match at all. It's just a match that's happening. So, yeah, that's happening. Jeff Hardy defending his United States Championship against Jinder Mahal in a rematch from Raw from last week. We'll be having a fatal 4-way ladder match with the Intercontinental Championship. Seth Rollins defending against The Miz, Finn Bálor, and Samoa Joe. That should be a hell of a match right there. Potential show stealer. I'm very excited for that one. So that's definitely going to be one of the best matches on the show if you ask me. The Undertaker making his return, taking on Rusev in a casket match. Again, another one of those matches that are just completely random, don't make any sense at all. So yeah, that's happening. Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, WrestleMania rematch for the WWE Championship. I'm very hopeful this match will be a lot better than the WrestleMania match. I feel like with Nakamura being such an established great heel right now, and, you know, just the animosity between those two right now going into this match, I feel like they'll definitely have a 10 times better match than WrestleMania. So for that reason alone, I they'll have a better match. I'm excited for it. They should definitely tear the house down and hopefully deliver the match that we should have gotten at WrestleMania. So Nakamura Styles rematch from WrestleMania. Very excited for that one. Speaking of rematches, Brock Lesnar once again defending the Universal Championship against Roman Reigns, but this time in a steel cage, which at first this was very random, but then on Raw they explained that, hey, this is a cage match because Brock Lesnar wants to fight in UFC again, so put him in the cage, and that's exactly what they did. Put him in the cage with Roman Reigns. After their lackluster match at WrestleMania, I'm not excited for this match at all. You know, I don't really care for it, honestly. It's a match happening. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, hopefully they have a good match here, but I'm not expecting anything that great, honestly. Then, of course, we have our big 50-man, for the first time ever, 50 men, Greatest Royal Rumble match. Of course, the winner receiving a trophy. So, let's get this right. In January, if you win a 30-man Royal Rumble match, you get the main event of WrestleMania in a title match if you're choosing. But here, if you defeat 50 men, which is 20 men more if you do your math correctly, you get a trophy. Come on. The whole stipulation for this winner getting a trophy, not even a title shot or anything, a trophy is just, that is so stupid. And it takes meaning away from this match. I don't think anyone really cares for this Roman match, honestly. It's just another Roman match with just 20 extra men added. So there's really no excitement to this match, honestly, at all. But the winner gets a trophy, so that's the upside about that match, I suppose. But that is the card rundown. I know I don't seem very excited for the card, but like I said, I do feel like this card is very, very established. I think it's a very good card for the most part. We should have some good title matches, so hopefully some surprise title changes as well. I just, like I said, I'm not excited for the show, really. I just have very mixed feelings going into it. And pretty much it's one of those shows where you'll wait and see how it happens, because it's rumored to be a 5-hour show, which the Rumble match itself will probably be like 2 hours. So I don't know. It's one of those cases where I want to sit back and see how it plays out before I really, get excited or anything over it. So that'll look for the card rundown. And without wasting any time, let's go ahead and jump right into my predictions.
United States Championship match. United States Champion Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal. I don't see what the reason would be to put the title back on Jinder, especially considering he's on Raw now and Jeff Hardy's on SmackDown Live. And it seems like, Jeff Hardy's been doing a program with Randy Orton and Shelton Benjamin in a 3-way for the U.S. title, so I think it makes more sense to keep the title on Hardy and go with that program rather than get it back to Jinder. Hopefully it's a good match. I thought their match on Raw where Hardy won the title was actually pretty good for a Jinder Mahal match, so hopefully it's decent, but my pick here is definitely for Jeff Hardy to walk out still the United States Champion. Vacant Raw Tag Team Championship match. Cesaro and Sheamus versus WOKEN, Matt Hardy, and Bray Wyatt. Considering that the Bálor just went to SmackDown Live, I think it's fairly obvious that WOKEN, Matt Hardy, and Bray Wyatt become the brand new Raw Tag Team Champions. Hopefully it's a fun match. I'm not really too sure how the chemistry-wise will be, but I think it'll be a good one, especially at the moment with Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt winning tag team titles. It just makes sense. They're on Raw, the Bálor's on SmackDown Live. I don't see what logic would make for the Bálor to become the new tag team champion. So, yeah, like I said, coming on result, I do expect Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt to become the brand new Raw Tag Team Champions. Fatal 4-Way ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins versus The Miz versus Finn Bálor versus Samoa Joe. I don't see Rollins losing the title already. I could see him losing to The Miz and then, maybe winning it back at Backlash. Or maybe Rollins wins here and then Miz wins the title and brings the SmackDown Live at Backlash. I don't know which way they're going to go, but I feel like Seth Rollins definitely walks out as the champion. Maybe Finn Bálor wins the title here. I don't know. For him and Rollins to do with it. Or maybe Samoa Joe wins it. I don't know, but I think it's the best decision for Seth Rollins to walk out still champion. Like I said, it doesn't make any sense to tell from right now. And it should be a great show-stealing ladder match. So yeah, Seth Rollins, my pick to walk out still the Intercontinental Champion. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos. I don't see the Usos winning the tag team titles back from the Bludgeon Brothers. I think the Bludgeon Brothers are probably going to have a nice long title reign. They're probably going to make them dominant tag team champions so they get that, one tag team that finally stands up to them and dethrones them. I don't see that being the Usos. This should be a great match, though. These two tag teams have had great matches in the past, so hopefully they can, get time here to replicate their great chemistry they've, shown in the past as well. So, yeah, Bludgeon Brothers to walk out still the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. John Cena versus Triple H. Now, this match should go either way, considering this match has no build to it. I'm going to go ahead and say John Cena. John Cena has not won a big match in a long time. I can't even remember the last time John Cena won a big match, honestly. But honestly, the same goes for Triple H, too. He hasn't won a big match in a while either, so it all depends on who they want to make win here. But I think logically, you got to go with John Cena. He's definitely the one that's got to get the victory here, if you ask me. Hopefully it's a great match, their first match in 8 years, so I'm not sure how chemistry-wise they're gonna hold up. They've had great matches before, so hopefully they can keep up their chemistry, but if not, it happens. But yeah, John Cena is definitely my pick to go over against Triple H and get the victory. WWE Cruiserweight Championship match. WWE Cruiserweight Champion Cedric Alexander versus Kalisto. Cedric's won the title, so I don't think there's any chance in hell he's losing it, especially to Kalisto. I think Cedric's gonna have a nice title reign. Face guys like Drew Gulak, Mustafa Ali, Jack Gallagher, Buddy Murphy. There's a lot of names that Cedric can face, so I don't see why him randomly dropping to Kalisto makes any sense in the world. But it is WWE, so who knows? But hopefully it's a great Cruiserweight title match. We haven't had that in a while, but yeah, Cedric Alexander my pick to obtain the Cruiserweight Championship. WWE Championship match. WWE Champion AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura has been such an incredible run as heel right now. It'd be a crime not to put the title on him. So Shinsuke Nakamura is my pick to become the brand new WWE Champion. They could go the DQ finish leading to another rematch possibly at Backlash, but I think this is where we need the title change with those two. Nakamura is red hot right now, especially with his heel turn, and to me it just makes the most sense to put the title on him right now and build towards another match down the road with those two. But hopefully they put on a better match today at WrestleMania. Of course, the match is very disappointing and underwhelming. So hopefully they can have that WrestleMania Classic we want to see, at WrestleMania here. But yeah, Nakamura will be my pick to become the brand new WWE Champion. Casket match, The Undertaker versus Rusev. No doubt in my mind, The Undertaker walks out victorious here. I don't see why he would lose to Rusev, even though it'd be very, very beneficial for Rusev to win. It doesn't make any sense for The Undertaker to lose to Rusev and not to John Cena. So Undertaker my pick to walk out the winner here. Not sure how match quality goes. Maybe this is a 2-minute match, maybe it's a 5-minute match, maybe it's a 15-minute match, who knows. But the one thing I do know is that most likely the Undertaker will put Rusev in the casket and walk out the winner. Steel cage match for the Universal Championship. Universal Champion Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. You know what? I'm probably going to be wrong here, but I'm going to go ahead and say Brock Lesnar retains the championship. For some reason, I just don't see Roman Reigns winning it here. I mean, I can see it, but my mind is just telling me it's not happening. They're going to do it on a bigger stage. They want to do it, you know, in a broader audience. I don't know. Something in my mind is telling me that Roman Reigns is not winning, even though it's very easy for Roman Reigns to win. Roman Reigns could very easily escape the cage and not even pin Lesnar and then win the championship. They could very easily do that, but for some reason, my mind's telling me that Roman Reigns isn't the guy to beat Lesnar anymore. I just don't know. I'll probably be wrong, but I don't see it happening. So my pick here is that Brock Lesnar will walk out still the Universal Champion. In the main event, 50-man Greatest Royal Rumble match. I don't know who's going to win this, honestly. I mean, there's no benefit to the winner, so it doesn't really matter who wins and who loses. But if I had to go with 2 people, I would go with Daniel Bryan and Braun Strowman, and those are, you know, obviously the first 2 picks. But out of the 2, honestly, I'm going to go ahead and go with a shocker and say Daniel Bryan wins. I feel like him coming back definitely garners a lot of momentum, and I feel like this is definitely what he needs to, you know, keep himself going, especially considering he's in a feud with Big Cass now. You can, you know, involved on the feud where Daniel Bryan was able to win the Royal Rumble. Big Cass is just mind-blown that a small man like him won instead of a big man like him. You can add that to their feud. I don't know what we can do, but I feel like it definitely adds momentum and definitely capitalizes on his return. Braun Strowman's another great pick to win. I can definitely see him winning it and just throwing everyone over and just, you know, winning it because he's Braun Strowman. Either of those 2, I think those are the only 2 candidates really could win. Besides that, anyone else, I don't know who can win it besides those 2, but anyone else can win it, I guess. But when it comes down to it, I'm going to go ahead and say Daniel Bryan walks out the winner of the Greatest Royal Rumble match.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed my WWE Greatest Royal Rumble predictions. Of course, the Greatest Royal Rumble takes place live exclusively on the WWE Network tomorrow morning. Like I said, at 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific. Like I said, I'm very iffy on the show. I think it's because of the fact that there's a PPV next weekend that they should have been building towards instead. I don't know. I think it's the timing of the show. I just think it's not taking place on a good time. I mean, you just had WrestleMania and you're trying to make this show, you know, a bigger deal than WrestleMania, which just does not set well with me. So I don't know. We'll see how everything plays out tomorrow morning. Obviously, with the show itself. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like below. If you had the like in the comment section, please leave you guys predictions as well for the Greatest Royal Rumble below. And to my review for the Greatest Royal Rumble tomorrow night, I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching the video. Ain't no one like me.